So, good afternoon. We are back again. A little bit later than I expected, actually. Or you could say this is a little bit earlier than 5 o'clock. There will be no 5 o'clock stream today. Man United are playing Liverpool. So there's no point streaming whilst that's on unless you're doing a watch along, which I'm not. So yeah, I won't be back again until 9 o'clock on here. I've got Dan Potts coming on tonight, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That should be a good show tonight. Also, between 7 and 8, I'm on Chiggy Chig's channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to Guna Eagle Eye. His link is in the description. And yeah, man, we're going to get into some player ratings. Very disappointing day yesterday. All round, Conor McGregor getting sparked. I can't believe I actually stayed up all the way and made that. I was up nearly, 24 hours, man. It was mad. That's why I got up late today. I didn't get out of bed until like 2 o'clock, so I've been up a couple of hours. But yeah, lovely roast dinner, by the way. Big up Mumsy. Big up the Mumsy. But yes, Connor got absolutely destroyed. It was just such a mad dissection of a geezer. It was mental. And yeah, anyway, less of that because this is about football. But we were very disappointing yesterday, and I was really upset with it, if I'm honest. I've seen so many people just bypass it and just accept it and say, well, we've got to concentrate on the league. Well, are we top of it? We're not, are we? So why are we concentrating on the league? Where are we genuinely going to finish this season? Probably where we're at, if we're honest, which is 10th. Well, it's actually 11th because Aston Villa won yesterday. Another clean sheet for Emi Martinez. They're doing all right at Villa at the minute, aren't they? 2 games in hand still, and they're flying up the table. Fourth is not realistic, says Late. I agree, not realistic at all, mate. Bruv, fourth wasn't realistic when there was about 5 teams above us last season. Yeah, it's definitely not realistic when there's about 11 teams above us, whatever it is. It's mad, absolutely mad that people somehow seem to think that we're magically just going to go on a mad run. But, bruv, I'm sick and tired of talking about the most deluded fans on the planet. We just keep saying what we're saying, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get into some player ratings. Make sure you are smacking the likes up. Big up all the Twitch rats. I see you, darling. I see you. Big up all the YouTube rats in the building. And make sure you are peppering the like button if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow the socials. Just scrolling across the bottom. Lee Gunner 82 on Instagram. So yeah, let's get into Leno. 7. I thought he was actually very good yesterday, considering. And I think he's been very good recently, if I'm being honest. Said this with Chig yesterday when we were doing play ratings on his channel. Said, like, he doesn't give me that panic factor anymore, like, or recently anyway. There was an instance yesterday where he just, I don't know what he was doing. He just kicked the ball straight out to him under a little bit of pressure. And a better footballer would have just pinged that straight in, just volleyed it straight in after their first touch. But other than that, he's been pretty damn flawless since probably December, really. He's been pretty good since December. He made a wicked save from Che Adams yesterday, low down to his right-hand side. And that save was actually at 0-0. And when I see the reverse angle of that bobbled just before it got to him. So it made it actually an even harder save for him to save because it could have quite easily just looped over him. The goal was nothing to do with him. You can't fault him. That was just crap all round. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. I actually thought he was one of our best players. Kind of mad when your goalkeeper's one of your best players, isn't it? Kind of shows what game you've had. But there you go. Big up to everyone who is in the chat room. You, man, are harsh on Leno, man. You're all handing out 5s, man. Couple of 7s. There we go. 5s. It's a bit of a mad one. I am going to speak about Martin Odegaard in a little bit, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We have updates, people. We have updates, and big up to everyone live. Let's move on to Cedric Suarez. 2. The only reason he gets a 2 is because he actually came out first half and second half with his shirt on the white way wound. Sound like Jonathan Wass. Uh, he came out with his shirt on the right way round. He was playing out of position, of course, as we know. But even when he was getting it onto his right foot, his crossing was shocking. Like, his crosses are normally pretty decent. Yesterday, he was crap. I just don't understand why, number one, we played him at left back when he actually played really well at right back the other day. And like, yeah, I don't understand it, man. I just don't get it, mate. I just don't understand why we do some of the things we do at this football club. It's backwards. But what do I know? I'm just a numpty YouTuber. Let's move on to the other side. Hickey B. Hickey B can't plant any trees this week because we lost. But he was actually one of our best players. I thought he was really good yesterday. Well, I say really good. He was above average, put it that way, which is, I suppose, for Hector Bellerin, a really good performance. So, yeah, I thought he was pretty decent. I'm going to give him a 6. He was putting balls in the box, saying on the opposite side that Cedric wasn't doing. Defensively, he didn't look out of his depth like he normally does. And he made a lovely block where he just lunged and threw himself in at a shot, and it bounced off his back for a corner, which potentially stopped a goal. I don't think that got as much credit. I know that's his job, but I don't see that from him ever. So it was, oh, fucking hell, is he feeling all right? Maybe he didn't have his vegan protein shake or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm giving him a 6. Anyway, Gabriel, 2. One of his worst performances for us, man. He was shocking. Absolute pants. And I don't know whether it's because we rushed him back in. I don't know whether it's because he hasn't had much training sessions. I don't know whether it's just because they're a good team and they've got good attacking players that will run you ragged, move you around the pitch. But he looked so off the pace yesterday, it weren't even funny. I'm not going to get onto him too much. He don't have a bad performance off them, but he's had a few in the last couple of months now when he's played. So, but funny enough, both against Southampton. So yeah, hopefully he can come back to the level that won him Player of the Month for 3 months straight. So yeah, we shall see. Rob Holding, 5. I'm gonna give him a 5. I thought he weren't bad. He was pretty average, but that's better than he has been recently. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5. Didn't do anything dumb, didn't do anything stupid, and most of the attacking, like I said, was coming down Cedric's side rather than down Bellerin's side. So he didn't really have a lot to do to help Bellerin. So yeah, 5. Granit Xhaka, 2. Dog shit footballer. Said it before, I'll say it again. Granit Xhaka is Albanian for dog shit footballer. He ain't good enough. He is not good enough for Arsenal. He hasn't been good enough for Arsenal for a long, long time. And the fact that he's still here and fans accept it, sorry, I can't accept that. If that's where your standards are, great. My standards are better than Granit Xhaka. And he was shit again yesterday. Absolute liability. Shouldn't be at the club. Told us all to go and piss off. Threw the armband at Aubameyang. Didn't apologise. Didn't apologise when he got sent off the other week. Then he scores a goal and he goes, well, I'll do my talking on the pitch. Well, you fucking didn't yesterday, mate. 2. Fuck off. El Neni, slightly better. Slightly better, but not much better. 3, not good enough. Just shit. How, again, anyone can accept seeing a midfield pivot of Granit Xhaka and Mohamed El Neni in 2021. I don't get it. Not good enough for Arsenal. Neither of them. Dog shit. See you later. 3. Willian. Let me sip my drink. Beautiful. Willian. 0. Get rid of him immediately. This month. Fuck wait until the summer. Bin him now. Yeah. How this guy has played 20 games and not scored a single goal How this guy has played 20 games and only had 2 shots on target, 1 every 10 games, and how this manager continuously plays him is a disgrace. It is a disgrace how he plays every single week. And then you got somebody like Martinelli, who I'm coming to in a minute, getting hooked off after 60 minutes. Why? It makes no sense. Sorry, I thought Willian would be great for us. I genuinely did. I didn't expect him to be a first-team starter every week, and I didn't expect him to be as shit as he has been. I tapped out on him weeks ago. Now sell him this month. Get rid. Not good enough. 0, 0, 0. Fuck off back to Chelsea, mate. Bye-bye. Martinelli, my man of the match. And I see yesterday in Chig's player ends, a lot of people going, how are you giving him man of the match? I thought he was decent. I don't know what game everyone was watching, but I thought he was decent. I thought he had energy, he had tempo, he looked quicker and fitter than anyone else in our team, anyone else on the pitch for that matter. Missed an absolute sitter, should have scored that, but he was pressing the goalkeeper. He was pressing their left back, sorry, right back. He was tracking back. He was helping out Cedric. I thought he was really good yesterday. There was balls that he weren't supposed to have been winning, that he was winning. You know, the one that was passed and Eddie was nearly away. If that was Martinelli, he would have been clean through on goal. There was one about 2 minutes later. Martinelli was miles behind the geezer and just blitzed past him and got the ball. Then he had 3 players around him at one point and did a little back heel, drag back and flick it out to the right. I thought he was sick. I genuinely do. But you can all put your scores in. I'm giving him an 8. You men are harsh with 3s and 4s, man. You lot are harsh. 6. It's fair enough. 6 I can understand. I get it. And whoever's saying Martinelli's overrated, bruv, he's not overrated. He's actually underrated. Watch in the next couple of years, this boy is going to be a G, bruv. So yeah, he's my man of the match. There's my boy back again. Oh dear. Nicola Pepe. Where are you? Let's be having you. Where's Delia? Let's get Delia on here. Where are you? Pepe, reveal yourself. Where are you? Genuine question. Because I can't keep defending this guy, man. I've been defending him and defending him and defending him and defending him. Man said 7, Pepe man of the match. Bruv, I ain't giving him man of the match. I'm going the complete opposite way. I'm going with Big Omar in the chat, bruv. 1. Yeah? Just because he created 5 chances out of our 8 yesterday doesn't mean he had a good game. Like, I've seen people say, see, look, like this, and it's not a dig at you, bruv. I know you're always in my chat, yeah? I've seen that all around the internet today and yesterday. Oh, but he created 3 big chances. That doesn't mean you had a good game. I don't watch the game through stats. I watch the game with my eyes and then have a look at the stats afterwards. For me, he was shit. Absolutely crap. I've not finally seen the light yet. I'm not tapping out on Pepe just yet. I'd like to see him get 10 games in a row like Willian does, and then we'll have the conversation. But yeah, I thought he was dog shit. He didn't do anything yesterday. Like, people are saying that he made big chances and stuff like that. Well, did he though? Can somebody tell me what these big chances were? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. He put a cross in for Martinelli that Martinelli air kicked. One of Eddie's chances was offside, so that can't be one. I'm struggling to find any other chances, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not tapping out on Pepe just yet, because I do rate him. I do think he's a good player. I just, man said, finding Pepe. Bro, these Chelsea boys need to stick to, you're not Chelsea, are you? Yeah, you need to stick to, if you're Chelsea, bro, you need to stick to finding Timo. It's episode 16 next week. Man even missed a penalty today. Like, how can you miss a penalty? It's a free shot at goal from 12 yards. Run up and fucking hit it as hard as you can. Madness. It is madness. But yes, I'm not tapping out on Pepe just yet. But yesterday, dog shit, getting one. That's all he's getting. As for Eddie and Nketiah, boy, you're zeros. Zeros. Not good enough for Arsenal, mate. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough. That lad had a couple of chances yesterday, one of them right near the end, and he just looks off balance every time he takes a shot. It's like, mate, what are you actually fucking doing? Like, real talk, what are you actually trying to achieve? Because this manager, and I don't necessarily blame Eddie. Listen, if I got told by the manager you're starting, then boy, I'm starting. Yeah, so I don't blame him. Why would he want to go and play on loan at Bristol Rovers when he can play for Arsenal? So I don't blame him for not going out on loan. I don't blame him for being in the team. I blame the person who picks him. Yeah, and this guy gets way too much time for Arsenal at the moment. Not acceptable, man. Yeah, this is a great point. Man's Barnsley level. He is. He ain't a Premier League striker, mate. He's too small to be a striker. Yeah, he's got no hold-up play. He can't dribble. He's not that quick. What does he do? Well, scores from the 6-yard line. Whoopie fucking do. Martinelli can do that, plus he can do everything outside the box. Balogun can do that, plus he can do everything outside the box. I do not understand how we still have this guy in the squad. Get rid of him. And our manager's sitting there going, oh, but he needs minutes. We'll fucking pack him off on loan then, mate. Needs minutes. What's he need minutes for? I don't get it. Zero. Not good enough, man. Genuinely not good enough. Can't stand it. Nothing against the lad personally. Done nothing wrong at Arsenal, apart from miss chances, which he's supposed to be putting in the back of the net. But I don't dislike him. He's a young lad. Go and make your career somewhere else, mate, because you're bang average and you ain't good enough for us. And you're taking 45 grand a week out of the football club, mate. So yeah, somewhere else, please. Saka and Partey, I'm going to give them both a 5. I thought Partey was bang average when he came on. Literally bang average. The amount of times he gave the ball away was mad. Saka didn't have the impact I thought he would. 1 minute he was on the left and he's on the right. Pick a fucking side, mate. Like, I don't get him. Lacazette, 0. Awful. Did he actually even touch the ball? I don't get it. I don't think he touched the ball, did he? It just makes me laugh. Like, you know, most other teams that I watch, their subs come off the bench and impact a game. How often do our subs come off the bench and impact a game? Not very often. Not very often. And let me just plug this in a minute. Not very often. But sorry about that. But yeah, these subs don't ever come off the bench for us and go bang. It's very rare, very rare. And I know Lacazette's done it this season. I know Smith Rowe's done it this season. But when you can put it in comparison to other teams in this league and see how often their subs come off the bench and win them a game or get them back in a game, it's a lot more than it is at Arsenal. That's for sure. So yeah, not good enough, man. 0. Dog shit performance. As for our manager, I'd love to be able to give minuses because this clown has just thrown away the one trophy that gave him any kind of credit from our fucking deluded fan base for the last 5 months. Oh, but he's won 2 trophies. Even he sits there and says, I won 2 trophies. No wonder they're fucking deluded. Like, the manager's telling you it's 2 trophies. You're going, oh, Arteta, let me just pull my pants down and knock one out. Fucking 2 trophies. Jesus Christ, man thinks he's done a double. Unbelievable. One of them's the fucking equivalent of Soccer Aid. Yeah. And the FA Cup is our cup. And you have just knocked us out of that trophy by picking a team that was just a bit all over the place, man. You've got players playing out of position. You've got players that shouldn't be playing. You know, you've got players that shouldn't be playing out of position. It had Wenger written all over it, man. And the funny thing is like, if this was no regrets, man. I skipped the game for ice fishing. Well done to you, Gracious Greek. Big up to you, my guy. Thank you for that, man. Enjoy your fishing trip. And this is the thing. Like, if this was Unai Emery or even Wenger, everyone would be going mad. But now the narrative is, oh, but we've got loads of games coming up. So yeah, let's concentrate on the league and the Europa League. What, you think we're beating Benfica? You're deluded, mate. Yeah, have you seen how good they are? Have you seen how good they play football? They'll play us off the park. Literally, they'll just pass us off the park. Um, so yeah, then what we're doing? Trying to finish 8th? Yay! Yay! Because last year, when we won this trophy, this manager came out and said that 8th in the FA Cup isn't acceptable for a club the size of Arsenal. Well, you've knocked us out of both cups now, mate, and we're 10th. So you've only got Europa League left. If you knock us out of that, then what? What, you leaving? You're gonna say see you later? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Man said Benfica isn't good. Bruv, you're mad. You're mad. Let me have a look at their table. I'm sure they're top of it. I'm sure they are top of the Portuguese league. Oh, they're third. There you go. But they're only 4 points off the top. They've lost 2 games all season. Scored 29 goals. So they're averaging 2 goals a game in that league and conceding 1. They've not lost in their last 5 on here. Yeah, they're 4 points behind. They're actually joint second. They're level on points with Porto and 4 behind Sporting, who haven't lost a game. Bruv, if you think that Benfica ain't good, bruv, you're in for a big surprise. They're actually a fucking decent team, a very decent team. They're actually a massive football club as well, believe it or not. I think at one point they held the world record for having the most paid members of a football club ever, like in the whole world. I don't know if that's still the case. That was years and years and years back, like 10, 15 years or so. But they're a massive football club, Benfica. And if he thinks, yeah, that we're just going to go and play Benfica and go, oh, we're in the next round, boy, not happening. This was the best opportunity for us to win a trophy this season. Yeah, and he's just thrown it away because he thinks he's smart. Now, let me tell you something now, yeah? If he don't fucking win on Tuesday with what's then going to be deemed as a full-strength team, yeah, he better pack his fucking bags and leave, yeah? Because it ain't good enough. You've totally ruined the one competition that gave you any credibility as a manager by our fans, any credit in the bank. You have just gone, nah, don't want that, mate. Yeah, we'll throw it in the bin. He basically did what I did with Mesut Ozil the other day, just poured him down the sink. That's basically what he did. Like, unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. Can't understand how he's just disregarded the cup when it made him fucking have any credit with our fans. Oh, yeah, well, he's won the trophy. Piss poor, man. Benfica have more Champions Leagues than us. Exactly. Bruv, people sleep on Benfica and these teams because they're in the Portuguese league, yeah? They're a massive football club, bruv. Yeah, I know the history of the Tottenham. I know the history of Benfica and Sporting Lisbon and all these other teams across Europe, bruv, because I grew up on these teams being fucking massive back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, people seem to think just because they're not big now in terms of huge, massive global brand, that they're not a massive football club. Bruv, Aston Villa are massive. Leeds United are massive. You know, people are just on the here and now, and it's kind of sad, but there you go. As long as I know and you know. But anyway, listen, let's get an update on Martin Odegaard. Make sure you do smash the likes up. Make sure you're following all the socials across the bottom. And let's get an update on Odegaard. He is apparently out injured. If you go on Real Madrid's website, it says that he's out. Excuse me, with a knock. He hasn't done any outdoor training. He's been doing indoor training. Now, I don't know whether that's just to be used as a precaution. I don't know. But one thing I do know is this guy's injury record is a fucking madness. This guy was out in September. He was then out again in October. He was then out again in December, and he's now out again now. He's been injured 4 times in 5 months. Not quite sure this is not quite sure that this is a great idea signing this guy, you know. I said this before, said it the other day. This has got Denis Suarez Part 2 written all over it, man. He's going to come in. He's going to have to get up to full fitness. He's then going to go in the team. He's not going to be able to adapt to the pace of the league real quick. So no doubt he will do another little muscle injury because he's going to be overdoing it. He's had a lot of just muscular injuries, knee problems. So yeah, I don't know, man. He's had a few knee in one, two, three. Had three knee problems. He's had a metatarsal. He's had a foot injury, a hand injury, a heel bone injury, calf injury, muscle injury, and now another knee. So he's had a lot of fucking injuries in the last year or two, 18 months or so. And sorry, that's in the last 2.5 years. He's had a lot of injuries in that 2.5 years. He's had four of them in the last 5 months. Yeah, that's worrying that this guy's made a glass, and he's made a glass in the Spanish league, which is not the most physical or quickest leagues and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is why I do worry for this guy. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he comes in and hits the ground running, because we do need to get somebody in midfield that can do a job. Whether he can do the job that's required, I don't know. But we have got a here we go from Fabrizio. It's a simple loan, confirmed until June 21st. June 21st, June 2021. No option to buy. Arsenal and Real Madrid will discuss that at the end of the season, apparently. Medical is already scheduled. Real Sociedad and Ajax turned down by the player. Salary paid by Arsenal, 2.5 million loan fee as per the Times. So now this bodes the question: how much is his wages? Does anyone know how much he gets paid a week? Because we're paying a £2.5 million loan fee plus his wages for 4 months. That's going to equate to about 200 grand a week. Is everyone comfortable with us paying 200 grand a week for a guy who's consistently injured? That don't sit right. That's just not. Nah, he's on 38 grand, 38k a week. Yeah, so 38k a week times 16 is what? 380. About 600 grand. That's 600 grand. Is that right? 10. Yeah, about 600 grand roughly. Roughly, so let's say 500,000. Let's just be kind and say 500,000. So we're paying £3 million out for 4 months. That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of money. The loan fee doesn't include his wages, mate. I'll read it again. I may have got it wrong. Salary paid by AFC, us, 2.5 million loan fee as per the Times. So we're paying the salary, plus we're paying the loan fee, or is the loan fee the salary? Because why would we pay excuse me, why would we pay him 2 million quid more than what his wages would be for 4 months? Unless it's 2 million plus his wages, and that's why the fee's there. I don't know. Let's just say it's 2.5 million. If it's 2.5 million, it's still a lot of fucking money, mate, for 4 months. It doesn't make any sense to me, especially with his injury record. But big up to Pepsi Lionel. He's one of the biggest talents in the world. What do you expect? Well, he's one of the biggest talents in the world that barely plays any football, mate. He's only one of the biggest talents in the world based on the fact that his FIFA card looks good. Come on, man. He's played 300 minutes of football this year. 300 minutes of football this season. That's what, less than 4 games. 300 minutes. If he was that good, it'd be in Madrid starting 11. Let's be real with ourselves. Let's not overhype and overcast this kid, because he is very good. Don't get it twisted. He ain't coming in and being the saviour. Forget it. If anything, he's going to come in and be Denis Suarez. I can see it already. It's got Denis Suarez written all over it. I hope and pray that I am wrong, but his injury record proves otherwise so far. So we shall see. Anyway, let's see what else Fabrizio said on that. He then said, Martin to Arsenal, here we go. The agreement has been reached after the last contracts today between Arsenal and Real Madrid. Loan until the end of the season. Salary paid by Arsenal. Arteta's call to convince the player. Arteta's call key to convincing the player. Sorry. Medical pending, then the deal will be announced. Well, listen, I hope it works out. I hope it does. I just don't see it. But we shall see. We shall see. There you go. He's played less than 4 games this season. Big up to Gary. Oh, dear. But this is the thing. Listen, I know he's a good player. I know that. The thing is, he barely plays. And if people are going off of what he did last season, well, why? That was last season. Why don't you look at now? Oh, but he was great last season for Real Sociedad. Yeah, well, whoopee, wow. Give yourself a round of applause. What is he doing now? He's not playing now because he ain't that great. And he's always injured. And like I said, if he was that great, he would get in Real Madrid's team. And we've proven that already by the fact that Rodrigo and Vinicius get in their team. They're both younger than him. Yes, they play different positions. They're still fucking good enough, you're old enough method, isn't it? So if he was that great, then he would be staying at Real Madrid and getting game time. He's had 300 minutes. He's consistently injured. I think it's a bit of a mad one. Big up my guy, Lumade, back again. Arsenal have agreed to pay 1.8 million loan fee for the creative midfielder plus 38k a week. Total outlay 2.5 million. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Big up yourself, my guy. So it is included then. So the 38k is included. Listen, £2.5 million divided by 4 months is still a lot of money, isn't it? But I don't know, man. We'll just have to wait and see when he gets here. Let's just see when he gets here. I just think that we could have done something either in-house with a different type of player or bring in someone else that's actually in the league, that actually don't need to get up to speed, that's not injured currently. This guy's injured, by the way. He's currently injured. So, yeah, we're signing an injured player. Yeah, midfield. Their midfield is a joke, bruv. They're getting piped by fucking Division 3 teams. And let's be real, if this guy's one of the best talents in the world, then he'd be able to get in that team, wouldn't he? So, I don't know, man. People keep telling me that this guy's going to be one of the best number 10s in living fucking history, bruv. He won't, because it's Jack Wilshere all over again. Great talent, always injured. But we shall see. Yes, like I said, he is currently out injured. He hasn't trained with Madrid's training team yesterday or the squad yesterday. He was actually doing in-house work, like weights, gym, stuff like that. So he didn't actually do a proper training session at all yesterday. Maybe that's because he was coming here today and he was trying to get all of that sorted. I don't know. But what I do know is he has been out injured. So there we go. Anyway, listen, on that bombshell, I will be back again at 7 o'clock on Chig's channel, Guna Eagle Eye. So yeah, come and check that out. We'll be on there for an hour. Then I'll be back again at 9 o'clock on here with Dan Potts. So come and check that out. We're going to have we're going to bring some realism back to the fans, rather than this divvy deluded, everything's okay, it don't matter about the cup kind of piss poor attitude, man. Because like I said, if we hadn't won the cup last year, and we'd got top 4, everyone would have been knocking one out about top 4 and saying the cup shit anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how our fans, they flip, they flop, they flip, they flop, they flip. So we're going to bring some realism back in the building, and we're going to speak about it. So yeah, big up to me, big up to Dan, big up to you guys. Make sure you follow the socials across here. League Under 82, Insta, Twitter, Twitch. Big up all the Twitch gang. Appreciate the love. And yeah, man, I'm out of here.